Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com here from beautiful Raider Field here in Selma, Indiana. Here as we have the 10-7 Frankton Eagles taking on your 15-1 Wapahani Raiders here tonight. Again, very appreciative of everyone for joining us here tonight. Again, here as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy here with this Wednesday night of Raider baseball, as we'll get right into things with our Raiders Night pregame show presented by the Liberty Perry Alumni Association, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. So the Raiders, last time out was on Monday night against Hagerstown, in which the Raiders won that by a final score of 7-0, and has now again improved their record to 15-1 on the year. They've continued to play very, very well throughout the course of the season here, and as the season continues to wind down, you're more than halfway through your season now as far as regular season goes. You have roughly about 2.5 or so weeks left, 2.5, 3 weeks left of your regular season. And right now is when you really want to start playing some of your best baseball. And, you face a team such as Frankton, in which, you could very easily see these guys in Sectional 40 play coming up here, towards the latter part of May. It'll be interesting to see, how things shake out, but it'll be nice to kind of take a look at one another here to see what everything is going to look like through, this part of the season now. And, anytime these two teams get together, it makes things very interesting. And so, like I said, it's going to be a great night for some baseball out here from Raider Field. As we'll go ahead and take a look here at tonight's starting lineups here, first and foremost for the Frankton Eagles, again presented by Next Home Elite Real Estate. Leading off and playing third base, number 12, Tyler Bates. Batting second, the shortstop, number 1, Braden Douglas. Batting third and pitching, number 16, Ryan Spillman. Batting fourth and catching for the Eagles, number 19, Trevor McCorkle. In the 5 hole, we have the right fielder, number 6, Sam Hartley. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 3, Ethan Friend. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 4, Grant Buck. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 24, Evan Webb. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 29, Nate Moore. Again, the Eagles are coached by Brad Douglas, assisted by Connor Love, Mark Caldwell, and Logan Wines. Now we'll take a look here at the home team on the scoreboard, your home Wapahani Raiders. So the starting lineup looks like this here for Wapahani, again presented by Next Home Elite Real Estate. Leading out, playing shortstop, number 12, Gavin Noble. Batting second, the second baseman, number 10, Daxton Dudley. Batting third and catching, number 4, Luke Willman. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 19, Gage Gadberry. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 16, Nolan Dudley. In the sixth spot, we have the pitcher here for the Raiders, number 18, Gavin Lash. Batting seventh and playing center field, number 7, Caleb Henderson. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 24, Paul Fisher. He'll be hitting for the left fielder, number 20, Blake Castor. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 11, Joe Foster. Again, your Raiders are coached by Brian Dudley, assisted by Jason Dudley and Jonathan Riddle. So, folks, we'll go ahead and step aside here for a quick break. Again, we have tonight's national anthem coming up, and then tonight's first pitch, again, right here from beautiful Raider Field here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, again, welcome back here live on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com, again from beautiful Raider Field here in Selma, Indiana. 10-7 Frankton Eagles locking in here tonight against the 15-1 Wapahani Raiders here tonight. We'll go ahead and take a look here at your Jones Auto Body defensive alignment here this evening for Wapahani. Again, out in left field. Again, he's not mentioned there on the screen, but that is left fielder number 20, Blake Castor. In center field, that's Caleb Henderson. Over in right field, Joe Foster. Around the horn here in the infield, we have Nolan Dudley at third base, Gavin Noble at shortstop, second base number 10, Daxton Dudley, and then over at first base is Gage Gadberry. Your battery mates here tonight, that is Gavin Lash on the mound and Luke Willman hanging the signs behind home plate. So again, that is our Jones Auto Body defensive alignment here this evening. Again, as I have alluded to, these teams will obviously potentially have a date later on in the season here where they might meet up head-to-head. Again, they have sectionals coming up here in about 3 weeks or so, thereabouts. So it's going to be an interesting game here tonight to see where both of these teams kind of stand at. Obviously, we've seen a lot of your Wapahani Raiders, and so we'll see what happens tonight here from Frankton's side of things. So we're going to lead things off here with the third baseman, number 12, Tyler Bates. Again, the leadoff man here for the Eagles. Again, Gavin Lash here on the mound, and the pitch. That's going to be a ball high 1-0 to begin things here on Tyler Bates. Now, again, I will say we are having some Wi-Fi issues, unfortunately. That's pretty much happens every single game, especially in spring sports. It's really, to be honest with you, it's something that we can even get any kind of live broadcast at all during any kind of spring sports just because of, signal strength and so on and so forth. So it kind of can be a little bit interesting here, but hopefully things will go smoothly as we'll have a ground ball here to the shortstop. Noble collects, throws on the first, and that will be the first down of the inning as Bates grounds out there to Noble for a 6-3 putout. And so now that will bring to the plate the shortstop, number 1, Braden Douglas. Douglas here on the season, a .500 batting average, 14 RBIs, also 6 doubles. Big-time threat on the base pass, leads the team in stolen bases with 17 of them. And he rips that one right back up the middle for a one-out single. So Douglas is on there with a base hit. And now that will bring to the plate the pitcher, number 16, Ryan Spillman. So, again, as I just said, Douglas, the biggest threat on the base pass here. And they definitely steal quite often. They have 59 stolen bases as a team. So they definitely love to get out there when they are on base and take advantage of some opportunities there and get themselves in scoring position. So 1-0 the count here on Spillman, followed by the catcher, Trevor McCorkle. The pitch here from Lash. Skips that one in. Nice pick there by Willman as he'll be back in there safely at first base. Will be Douglas. So 2-0 the count. And obviously Spillman looking to help himself right here. Pick off move back in there is Douglas again safely. A very quick move that time there from Gavin Lash. Lash will come to the set here again, 2-0 count. The pitch swung on and missed. Now 2-1, a pretty good looking cut right there from Spillman. And of course, being in a good hitter's count, you want to put the best swing possible on the baseball. See if you can do something with it. Here's the 2-1. In there for another called strike. Now an even count here at 2-2. And another pickoff move back to first is Douglas in there safely. Again, there's Lash and the Raiders trying to keep him close over there. Obviously, they got the scouting report as well. If he gets on base, he's a big-time threat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Spillman will be up and in for ball 3. So time called here by Spillman as Lash will kind of gather himself here a little bit, step back on the rubber. Takes a look in there to Willman, now glances over at first base, and will come to the set. And the payoff pitch will be inside for ball 4. And so a couple of one-out base runners here for the Eagles to get the ball game started here tonight. Again, Lash, his last time out was on Saturday morning when we've seen him take on Cambridge City. Pitched a very, very nice game as the Raiders won that by a final score of 10-0. So now the catcher, number 19, Trevor McCorkle, will now stand in. McCorkle here on the season, a .429 batting average, 9 RBIs, also 4 doubles and a couple triples. Can definitely find his way on base. He's walked 16 times, struck out 13 times. This time will be called once again with Lash stepping off the rubber. So again, got the first one, Bates. And then the next two have reached there with a single and a walk as McCorkle will swing right through that one, 0-1. Again, you have Noble and Dudley keeping them close there at second base. Here's the pitch, another swing and a miss. And so very favorable here for Lash as he has McCorkle at 0-2. With 2 on and 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Got a beautiful evening for some baseball. And the pitch. Strike 3 gets him looking as he will pull the chainsaw as he gone for. All right, folks, welcome back here live on the WHS Network. Apologize for the inconvenience here as we have a deep fly ball in the right field. That's going to fall in there, and that's going to be a 2 RBI double. Make that a 2 RBI double here for the Raiders. Again, as I was saying, though, we apologize. The Wi-Fi kicked us off, so that's why it took so long for us to get back on here. So you missed the first 3 at-bats of the game. Gavin Noble walked. Daxton Dudley with a bunt single. Willman then walked. And now Gadberry here with a 2 RBI double to get the Raiders on the board here in the first frame of the ball game. So again, hopefully we won't have any more Wi-Fi issues, but don't be surprised if it does happen. And down the third base line, that is going to be foul here, as it's going to be 0-1 here on the Raiders' third baseman, Nolan Dudley. And we have Willman at third base, Gadberry at second. And still nobody out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Again, Spillman on the mound here for Frankton. Swung on and missed, now strike 2. And that's going to be fouled back. So the count stays put here at 0-2. Spillman takes a long look in there, gets the signs, and here's the windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball here to the shortstop. And a 6-3 put out there for out number 1 does get a run home, and Gadberry also moves up to third base. To now make this a 3-0 lead here for Wapahani. So again, Willman scored there on the plate. Gadberry at third now. And now the pitcher, number 18, Gavin Lash, out the plate. So this is exactly how you draw it up here if you're Wapahani to begin the ball game. Starting off hot right here. Already scored 3 runs here on 2 hits. Getting one away here in the inning as that's going to get by the catcher, but not far enough to where it would allow Gadberry to come on home. So 1-0 the count here on Lash. So 2-0 the count here on Lash. Spillman with the windup. Here's the pitch. Misses inside again, nearly clipped him. So the count stands here, 3 balls and no strikes. Again, following Gavin Lash will be Caleb Henderson. And the pitch right down Broadway for a strike, now 3-1. Spillman again collects here. Here's a windup in the 3-1 offering. And that's going to be another called strike to run the count to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Gavin Lash. Again, you have Gadberry at third base, 1 away here in the inning. And time will be called. And the payoff pitch be muscled in the right field, and that's going to fall in there. Gadberry is going to head on home. And there's another RBI single here for your Raiders. Again, went off the diving attempt there, off the glove there of the right fielder. And so what a start here for your Raiders. And so now we'll have the center fielder, number 7, Caleb Henderson, at the plate. So Lash just keeps on hitting. And another one that's going to fall inside and low, 1-0 the count. Henderson here on the season, batting .400. So with 13 RBIs, also 3 doubles, 10 runs scored. Played a very, very good center field. Still only 1 out here as Henderson kind of reached out there for that one. Not exactly what you're looking for there. If you're going to go the other way, then you might as well go ahead and step into that one and drive it to the right side. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and 1 on. The pitch from Spillman, high and away, throw down to first, as Lash will be back in there safely. So 2-1 the count. Henderson will step back into the batter's box. Again, Spillman back there on the rubber here as he takes a look in there to his catcher, McCorkle. And the pitch. Ground ball right through the 5 and 6 hole. Beautifully done. Little hit and run action here for the Raiders. Again, as Lash was on the move, the shortstop had to cover second, and that opened the hole right up. Beautiful execution here for the Raiders and by Caleb Henderson on that one. So Lash and now again advances on to second base. You have Caleb Henderson now down at first. Both guys with pretty good speed out there on the base pass. And now the designated hitter, number 24, Paul Fisher, at the plate. Fisher on the season, batting .321, 8 RBIs, a double, and 10 runs scored. Again, he's only played in, I think, right around 12 of the 16 games here for Wapahani. But some very, very good numbers. As again, Fisher steps back in here. 1 ball, no strikes. And a pitch will be fouled back and out of play. And that will even the count up here at a ball and a strike. Spillman again comes to the set here. And the 1-1 offering will be swung on and missed. Strike 2 here on Fisher. Pretty nice looking cut right there by Fisher. Just unfortunately for him, came up empty. So now you got to protect here with 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. Again, Lash out at second base. Henderson at first. 1 away here in the inning. Again, 4 runs already across the plate, looking for more. And that's going to be right back up the middle. That's going to get through. Here comes Lash around third. Play at the play here, and Lash will be in there safely. Now Henderson takes off for third, and he will be in there safely. So some great base running and timely hitting once again here for your Raiders as they continue to expand on the lead, now making this a 5-0 lead. So still only 1 out here in the inning. Nice piece of hitting there by Fisher. Again, plates Lash there on the play. Again, Henderson goes first to third. Fisher at first base, and now the right fielder, number 11, Joe Foster, at the plate. Here's a pitch from Spillman, low and away. 1-0 the counts. So again, Foster, number 9 hitter in the order here for the Raiders. Following him, be right back to the top. Pickoff move there to first. Fisher in there safely. So Foster will step back in there. You got Spillman on the rubber here. Glances over at first. He'll come to the set. And the 1-0 will be outside for a ball. Very hitting favorable count right here. 2-0 the count. And a pitch from Spillman is high and away. Just can't seem to find that strike zone right here. And when he has found the strike zone, the Raiders have hit it. So not exactly very hopeful here for Spillman right now. We'll see if things change, and that's going to be in there for a called strike to now make this a 3-1 count. Again, Fisher with a nice lead over there at first. Takes off for second base, and that's going to be a walk. And that will now be the 3rd walk here of the inning. So obviously Spillman really not helping himself by not throwing strikes. But then again, as I've said, he's, when the ball's been there in the zone, the Raiders have been able to execute. As we'll have a mound visit here. Brad Douglas taking a stroll on out there to the mound. So again, during this time, we would like to say again here, a special thanks to all of our sponsors here on the WHS Network. So greatly appreciate Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Fannin. They're located at 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which they have been servicing the community for over 30 years. So if you have any questions or need them to take a look at your vehicle, make sure to contact them at 765-284-2593. Again, that is Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality. So back to the top of the lineup here for Wapahani. Again, we started it off here with a walk to Gavin Noble. He's right back up here again. Again, Noble on the season, batting .468, 5 home runs, 16 RBIs. As he will watch that one sailing in there for a called strike, 0-1. Again, Noble leads the team in home runs, also in runs scored with 27 of them. As Noble will come up empty right there. So 0-2 here on Gavin. Getting the bases loaded, 1 away. The pitch here from Spillman will be high for ball, 1-2. Nowhere to put him here. Henderson at third. Fisher at second. Foster at first. And a 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So a very big out there for Spillman. And so whatever coach here for Frankton told him, got him inspired and was able to get the out right there. And so now we'll have the second baseman, number 10, Daxton Dudley, at the plate. Again, he had a infield bunt single here in the first. Scored a run as well off the 2 RBI double there from Gage Gadberry. Muscled that one to the first baseman right here, and that's going to be the third and final out of the inning. So again, after the mound visit, things became a lot clearer there for one Ryan Spillman as he got 2 quick outs to end the inning. But the Raiders doing some damage here in the bottom half of the first as they scored 5 runs here on 5 hits, also no errors, and 3 left on base. We will head to the top of the second. Again, it's Wapahani 5, Frankton 0 here on your home, the Raiders, the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All right, folks, again, welcome back here to Raider Baseball here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again, a 5-0 lead here for your Raiders as we begin the top of the second inning here with the left fielder Ethan Friend. And that's going to be a line shot right back up the middle. Nice piece of hitting there by the young man. And so that will be a leadoff base runner here for the Eagles to begin the second inning. Now the second hit overall here for Frankton. And so that will bring to the plate the first baseman, number 4, Grant Buck. Again, Friend down here at first base. Lash will come to the set. And a pickoff move as Ethan Friend again will be back in there safely. And another pickoff move. And again, Friend back in there safely. Lash will come to the set here. And a pitch. Bunted right back to the pitcher. Fell to the ground, but a nice throw on the first. And for whatever reason, that grass a little wet. Not quite sure why. It did rain yesterday, but again, that was yesterday, and it really wasn't a whole lot. But nonetheless, move the runner up now to second base. 1 out now in the inning after the sacrifice bunt there by Grant Buck. So now the center fielder, number 24, Evan Webb, at the plate. Again, you have Ethan Friend down at second base now, as he will see that up there for a ball, 1-0. Again, Evan Webb here on the season, batting .277, 9 RBIs, 5 doubles. As that's a ball up and out of the zone, so a quick 2-0 count here on Webb. Followed by Nate Moore, waiting patiently on deck. Again, Webb, the number 8 hitter in the order for Frankton. Fly ball there in the left field. Castor over there and under it, and will make the catch for out number 2 here of the inning. Nice pitch there from Lash. Kind of got in on the hands there of Webb.
The second baseman, number 29, Nate Moore.
And so again, here with 2 away here in the inning. I'll bring to the plate the second baseman, number 29, Nate Moore. Moore, a very good hitter here, especially to have in your 9-hole spot, batting .375, 4 RBIs, a double, 7 runs scored. Really doesn't strike out very often. He's only struck out 1 time, 6 walks. So a pretty consistent bat here for the Eagles. Here's the pitch. A ball up and out of the zone. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, you still have Friend out there at second base with 2 away now in the inning. Lash comes to the set here, and the 1-1 offering will be fouled back. And so now the count stands at 1-2. Again, the infielders playing back. Got Dudley playing, Nolan Dudley that is, playing nearly even with the bag there at third base. And the pitch, a ball high. So it evens the count up here at 2-2. Again, you got to have the ability to be able to get in there to field a bunt potentially if Moore was to put one down. Not going to have to worry about it right there. Again, Moore really not susceptible to the strikeout. Strikes out right there for the second time of the year. And a big timeout right there for Lash to get out of the inning here in the top of the second inning. Again, a leadoff single there from Ethan Friend. Not much to show for thereafter as Frankton gets no runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We'll head now to the bottom half of the second inning. Again, it's Wapahani 5, Frankton 0 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here with the bottom half of the second inning again here from beautiful Raider Field here in Selma, Indiana, as we open up the second inning here with the catcher, number 4, Luke Willman. Again, Willman walked earlier on there in the first inning. Also scored a run there as he will watch out low and inside for a ball, 1-0. And a 1-0 pitch to Willman inside, ball 2. Again, Willman here on the season, again batting 4 home runs, 17 RBIs. 2-0 pitch fouled right back here at us. So 2-1 the count as Willman will step back in there. Spillman back on the rubber. As he'll take a look here at McCorkle, gets the signs. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be lined down the third base line, foul. So Willman going to try to straighten things out right here. Spillman has now worked this back into a even count here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a pitch outside, ball 3. So a full count here on Willman. Spillman here with the windup, the payoff pitch. And that's going to be low for ball 4. So another walk here to Willman. That's a second walk in as many at-bats. Or as many plate appearances, I guess should say. So Willman down at first with a leadoff walk to begin this bottom half of the second inning. And now that will bring to the plate the first baseman, number 19, Gage Gadberry. Again, Gadberry smacked a 2 RBI double there in the first inning that got the Raiders on the board. As that's going to be up for a ball to begin things here in the at-bat to Gage Gadberry. Again, Gadberry here on the season, batting .409, 2 homers, 18 RBIs coming into the ball game. You can now add 2 more to that to get 20. Also now 7 doubles and 14 runs scored. Fouled that one back and out of play. So I guess that pitch beforehand, was called a strike. So 1-2 to count instead of 2-1. The pitch, fly ball right field. Right fielder heads back and will make the catch. So pretty loud out there by Gadberry for out number 1 here in the inning. And now the third baseman, number 16, Nolan Dudley, out to plate. Got Nolan grounded out to the shortstop in the first inning. 0 for 1 so far. Nolan on the season, batting .442, 3 homers, 14 ribeyes. As that one again up and inside, 1-0 to begin things here on Nolan. Still have Luke Willman over there off of first base. Going to let off there with a walk to begin the bottom half of the second inning. One ball, one strike. Spillman with the pitch. Up and out of the zone there for ball 2. And that's going to be ball 3, low and away. So a very favorable hitter's count here for Nolan. Again with 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. The pitch. Ground ball right back up the middle. That's going to get through. And Willman will stay put there at second base. Fine piece of hitting there by Nolan Dudley, as he will reach base there with a 1-out single to put a couple runners on base here for your Raiders. And so now the pitcher, number 18, Gavin Lash, at the plate. Gavin, 1 for 1 so far. Had a single and an RBI there in the first inning. Good way to help yourself. And the Raiders have already tallied 6 hits in the ballgame here tonight through the first inning and a third. Willman there with a pretty decent lead out there at second base. Nolan Dudley off of first. Here's the pitch. High for ball 1. And again, that's been one of the biggest things here for the young man, for the Frankton Eagles, Ryan Spillman. Again, just, consistently being able to find the strike zone and trying to find ways to get guys out. Again, it really worked there in the bottom half of the first inning right there to the last 2 batters. Was able to get those guys rather easily there, Noble and Dudley. Daxton Dudley, that is. But then here in this bottom half of the second inning, again, just trying to find that release point and be able to consistently be able to find a strike zone here, or at least make it enticing enough for the hitter to want to swing. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to, again, throw the ball right down the middle or whatever the case might be, but you want to make it enticing for the hitter to want to swing and to get himself out. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Lace there in the left field. Willman on the move, but he will stay put there at third base. As again, the throw will come home right there. Everybody stays put, and so the bases will be loaded here for Caleb Henderson.
The center fielder,
Again, now the second hit here in the inning. Willman moves up to third. Nolan Dudley now at second base. Gavin Lash at first. And Caleb Henderson stands in. 400 batting average, 13 RBIs, 3 doubles, 10 runs scored here on the season coming into tonight's ball game. Again, he singled there in the first inning, 1 for 1 so far, as that ball will sail high and away for ball 1. Spillman here with a windup. Here's the pitch. High for ball 2. And so another very hitter-friendly count here for the Raiders. Let's see if Wapahani can cash in with more runs. There's plenty out there for the getting, as he will swing right on through that one for a call or for a strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Base is tanked and 1 out here in the inning. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be skied up here in the shallow center field. Again, Willman tags up a play here at the plate, and it's not going to be in time, as that's going to be a sacrifice fly. Run scores there. Again, everybody else stays put there at first and second. So a job well done there by Henderson.
Number 24, Paul Fisher.
And so now the designated hitter number 24, Paul Fisher, at the plate. Fisher singled, also collected an RBI there in the first inning. The pitch fouled back out of play, 0-1 to begin the AB here for Fisher the second time around. Again, followed up here by Joe Foster. And then the top of the order, we'll see if we get that far or not. The pitch here from Spillman. Be chopped foul to the backstop. So it is now 0-2 here on the Raiders' designated hitter. Again, Dudley still out at second base. Slash at first. 2 outs. Already a run home here in the second. The pitch. Fouled off his knuckles nearly right there. Spillman getting inside there on Fisher. Which again, Fisher batting .321 on the season. Now 9 RBIs. We're going to come through on another opportunity right here. The 0-2 will be laced into left field. That's going to get down. Here comes Dudley, mowed around third. Another play at the plate, potentially no thank you. And Lash will take third base, and then Fisher also moves up to second. Some more great base running, more timely hitting here for the Raiders as they continue to add on here in the bottom of the second and lead it 7-0. So second RBI here of the night for Fisher. Again, it's Lash moved up from first to third. Fisher again took second there on the throw. Foster here at the plate now. Number 9 hitter in the order. Can really do some nice things here with the bat, though, I'll tell you that much. We've seen that time and time and again. Again, Foster walked in the bottom of the first inning. But was left stranded out there. The pitch here to Foster will be right back up the middle. That's going to get through into center field. Here comes Fisher around third. He'll be in there at home, so another 2-run score after the 2 RBI single here from Joe Foster. That right there, folks, is how you get it done there with a number 9 hitter in your order. That's what I say time and time and again. You know, obviously you have to have production 1 through 9, and once again we see that again here tonight come to fruition. Absolutely fantastic job there from Foster. Fisher coming in there with a nice RBI single right there before him. So back to the top of the order here in the shortstop, number 12, Gavin Noble. As that one's going to be low for a ball, 1-0. Again, Gavin here on the night, 0 for 1. Drew a walk to begin the ball game, scored a run, and then struck out swinging also there in the first inning. So this is already his third plate appearance of the ball game. And we're still only in the second inning. That's when you know things are going right offensively. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be popped up right near home plate. And everybody kind of was confused on that one. So 1 ball and now 2 strikes here on Nobles. He gets new life in the at-bat. One ball, 2 strikes. Again, Foster over there off of first base. Spillman back on the rubbers. He'll take a look in there to McCorkle for signs. And a pitch. That's going to be a ball high and away. The 2-2 pitch. Low and inside, ball 3. So again, Nobles worked at full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, Foster will be on the move here with 2 out in the inning. And the pitch. That's going to fall outside for ball 4. So another walk here for the Raiders, and that looks like that's going to be the end of the road here for Spillman. At least I would imagine anyway. Maybe not. We'll see. And he's for Ryan Spillman. So, and you hate that there for the young man. Obviously, that's a great thing here if you're Wapahani, because you knocked out the pitcher, and we're still only here in the bottom of the second inning. So it's a 9-0 Raider lead here in the bottom half of the second. Again, we have runners at first and second with 2 away. Pitching change here for the Eagles. We'll step aside here for a break, and we'll be back here following the pitching change here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, again, welcome back here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again, we have a pitching change that is now Chance Bentley now on the mound here for Frankton. Again, coming on in relief for Ryan Spillman. Again, the Raiders have 2 on and 2 out. Again, already 4 runs have crossed the plate here in the second, as that will be in there for a called strike. 0-1 here on the Raiders' third baseman, Nolan Dudley. Or Daxton Dudley, for goodness sakes. This is Daxton Dudley, the second baseman. I got the Dudley brothers mixed up. Swung on and missed, now 0-2. Again, Dudley so far here on the night, 1 for 2. Single and scored a run in the first. And then popped it up to the first baseman in the first inning. There's the pitch. Well outside and low there for a ball. Not a bad idea there, though. See if they can get the hitter to go fishing a little bit. Luckily, Daxton did not bite. Here's a 1-2. And that's going to be popped up in the infield. Having some trouble, and that's going to fall in. A run will score as well. So continued great base running here for your Raiders. Foster and Noble never stopped and kept in stride. So the Raiders score another run here in the second.
The catcher, number 4, Luke Willman.
So Willman now to plate. So Bentley comes to the set. Here's the pitch, high and away. 1-0 to begin things here on Willman. Again, he started this second inning, drew another walk, and both plate appearances he's drawn walks and scored a couple runs. As it's now another favorable count here, 2 balls and no strikes. Again, you have Noble at third base, Dudley at first. And that's going to be skied up there in the foul ground and out of play. So 2-1 the count. Bentley will come to the set. And the pitch. Foul. Was really wanting to get a hold of that one. So here we are, folks. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be in the left field. Here comes another run. Noble scores as the Raiders just keep on moving down the line here. May we have another. So that is now 11 hits to go along with 10 runs here in the ball game. Or make that 11 runs, pardon me.
The first baseman, number 19, Gage Gadberry.
So again, Noble scored there on the plate. Daxton Dudley now moves up to second base. Willman at first. And a big fella, first baseman, number 19, Gage Gadberry, as soon as I can spit it out correctly,
Courtesy runner for the Raiders.
is at the plate, as we'll now have a courtesy runner down at first base. That's number 9, Ian McClellan. So Ian again down at first, Daxton Dudley at second, Gage Gadberry at the plates. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-0. And the Raiders have plated 5 runs there in the first inning, 6 runs here in the second. Of course, they knocked out Spillman here in the second inning. The pitch swung on and missed. Big time hack there from Gadberry. Was looking to potentially send that one on top of a car out there in the parking lot. That would have been one way to get a souvenir, I guess, tonight. Here's the 1-1 from Bentley. That falls low and away. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 on and 2 outs. Here's the 2-1 offering. And that again Sails a little bit high and away. So still a very, very favorable count here for Gadberry, 3-1. Nolan Dudley awaits on deck. And a pitch. And that's going to be outside for ball 4. So that is going to reload the bases for Nolan Dudley. So Daxton Dudley, one half of the Dudley brothers at third base. You've got Luke Willman now at second, Gage Gadberry at first. And the other half of the Dudley brothers at the plate, and Nolan Dudley. 1 for 2 so far. Want to know the count? Again, Nolan here in the second inning. Singled and scored a run. As it's going to be skied up down the first base side, and that's going to get out of play. So again, that will even up the count here at 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch from Bentley will be in there on the outside part of the plate for called strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, bases are tanked. With 2 out here in the second inning. And the pitch. That's going to fall low and away. And don't look now, but deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Here in the bottom of the second. 2s all around. And a pitch. Skied up down the first base line. Will anybody get there? The right fielder did, but he dropped the ball. That's assuming he even had it in his glove in the first place. That was a great hustle play, though, by the right fielder and the first baseman as well to get out there and give it their best shot in trying to track that one down. So new life here for Nolan. Let's see if he can take advantage right here. The 2-2 pitch will be again skied up down the first baseline. That's going to get foul again.
That's why I'm not going too far.
So Dudley steps back in there. Bentley gets the signs. And a pitch. And another one skied up in a foul ground out of play. So Nolan continuing to battle here in this at-bat as Bentley continues to pump strikes and there to try to get Dudley out. It's been a long inning. Let's see if the Raiders can continue to keep the line moving here in the second. And a pitch. Ground ball here to the second baseman. Now it's going to get by the second baseman in there to right field. Gadberry going to move on to third, and 2 more runs will score here for Wapahani. Talk about unfortunate things going on here for Frankton. That was very unfortunate right there. That looked to be just a tailor-made out right there. And unfortunately, not the case. So again, the Raiders keep the line moving after the error there by the second baseman. Again, Dudley scored, Daxton Dudley that is, and Willman scored. And Gadberry now over at third base with Nolan Dudley at first. So Gavin Lash here at the plate, again looking to continue to help himself. And that's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1. And a pitch. That one's going to fall low. So that will now even the count up here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled back, now to play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Gavin Lash. Bentley here with a pitch. Muscle down the third baseline, foul. So again, another bat here by Wapahani. Just trying to battle, find a way to get on base. The pitch. Fly ball, deep right field. Right fielder goes back and drops the ball. Lash will head on to second. Here comes Dudley around third. There's going to be no play, and 2 more runs will score here for Wapahani. Holy Moses. So a great attempt there by the right fielder. Again, just couldn't come up with anything. Still 2 outs here in the inning. And that's going to be muscled right back here at us here by Henderson. 0-1 here on Caleb. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right back up the middle. Nice play there by the shortstop, and out will be recorded to end the inning. But what an inning it has been here in the bottom half of the second inning. The Raiders have scored 10 times. And again, lead this thing 15-0. We'll go ahead and step aside here for a quick break. And we'll be back here with the top of the third inning here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here live on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. As we begin the top of the third inning here from beautiful Raider Field, we'll lead things off here with the third baseman, number 12, Tyler Bates. That is a quick 0-1 count. Again, Bates grounded out to the shortstop back in the first inning, and his lone plate appearance so far this evening, as that will be in there for a called strike. Now 0-2. So again, it's been a little bit of a rough evening here for the Eagles so far, as that will be a ball low in the dirt. And you guys still got some time here. Obviously, the score ain't too pretty, but it's got to chip away here if you're Frankton. Keep the spirits high and let it fly. Ball high there now. Even count here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's been a while since Lash has been on the mound. Let's see if he can get the strike out right here, get it out, but that's going to sail high for ball 3. I'm not sure exactly how long that bottom of the second took, but I would say that took pretty close to right around 50 minutes or so, or 45 minutes, it seemed like.
Now batting for Frankton, the shortstop, number 1, Braden Douglas.
So a leadoff walk there to Bates, again after having him at 0-2. So we'll have the shortstop, Braden Douglas, now to plate. And that's going to be rifled right on in there for a called strike, 0-1. Again, Bates, 1 for 1 so far. Singled there in the first inning, was left stranded at third. And a pitch, chopped foul. So again, 0-2 here on Douglas. That's going to be a ball high now. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Braden Douglas. Again, the number 2 hole hitter for the Eagles. Again, followed up by Spillman. Again, he was on the mound, but now will be acting as a designated hitter for Chance Bentley, a new pitcher here for the Eagles. Here's the pitch. Another one inside. So again, Lash, and the first 2 batters of this inning has gotten him 0-2. And both times has worked it to a full count. Obviously, the first batter there in Bates ended up drawing a walk. But you've got to continue to find a way to get outs right here, and that's going to be back-to-back walks after having guys at 0-2. So again, it kind of makes you think a little bit. Is it was it a little bit of that layoff there between innings, where you really haven't pitched? I mean, I don't know if that really is factored in or not, because he still came out throwing, 2 strikes to begin the at bat. It's just not been able to finish them off. Not focusing and really honing in on things right here to get that final strike or get the out. So we'll see what happens right here. Again, now the Eagles have them at first and second. Nobody out to begin this top of the 3rd inning, as that one will sail low and outside for a ball. 1-0 here on Spillman. Again, he drew a walk in the first inning. Pitch here from Lash. Swung on and missed. Now even count here at 1-1. Outside. Ball 2. So Lash back on the rubber. Again, he'll take a look in there to Willman. He's got to take a deep breath here and calm yourself down. That's ball 3. And I would imagine more than likely here, if Spillman does reach base, no matter what, whether it's by a walk or hit or whatever, I would probably be willing to say that wouldn't be out of the stretch in the imagination of might have a little mound visit and just to calm Lash down here a little bit. And he's thrown the ball very well, as that's going to get by the second baseman, and there will be no throw. So now Bates arrives in the 3rd.
No outs, fellas.
So 3 balls, 1 strike here on Spillman. Runners now on the corners. The pitch swung on and missed, strike two. That was a big pitch right there for Gavin Lash. And that pitch fouled off out of play. So again, we'll redo it here at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, 2 on and nobody out here in the third. Lash collects, and the payoff chopped once again, this time to the third base side. It's a pretty good battle here from Ryan Spillman. So this will be pitch number 8 in the at-bat, the pitch. And that's going to be ball high. And so Lash. And that will trigger head coach Brian Dudley to go ahead and take a stroll on out there to the pitcher's mound. Just to have a little chat here with this pitcher. And again, like I always say, just to have a little check up from the neck up right here. And this couldn't be more true. You know, your offense scores 10 runs there in the bottom half of the second inning. It's been a while since, you was back out there on the mound. First 2 guys of the inning got them 0-2, and then they end up drawing walks. Spillman worked the count, was doing a little bit better job there. I think Lash was with some more competitive pitches right there to try to get him out, and it just didn't work out, unfortunately. But now, you put yourself in a situation, bases are loaded. You got to find your way out of it. Obviously, you don't want to allow any runs, but, you want to limit the damage as much as possible here. 1 pitch at a time, find a way to get an out. And, obviously, realistically here, you'd love to get a strikeout right here, then a ground ball. It starts off here with Trevor McCorkle. So McCorkle here, 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch. That's right there, painting the outside part of the plate. So a ground ball here to the third base side. 1-2.
The noise was good. Sounded good.
So 1-2 the count. Again, bases are loaded. That's going to get by Willman, but no play there at the plate. I know we've continued to have issues with our Wi-Fi throughout the entire ball game so far. And I know that when I hear the video isn't very good, which again is a reflection of how bad the internet is, so I do apologize for that. Shot there in the right field. Foster heads back, will make the catch. So a run will come home to score here for Frankton to now make this a 15-1 ball game. Sacrifice fly there from McCorkle.
The right fielder, number 6, Sam Hartley.
And so again, Bates scores. Douglas now moves up to second base, or third base rather. Again, Spillman stays put at first. And now the right fielder, number 6, Sam Hartley, at the plate. So 0-1 here on Hartley. Be nice to roll up a double play right here to get out of the inning. And that's going to be popped up in the shallow right field. I don't know if anybody's going to get to it. Foster does, though. Dropped it there on the transfer. And so, again, second out there in the inning. So again, a fly out there to the right fielder for out number 2 here of the inning. Still have runners on the corners. And the left fielder, number 3, Ethan Friend, now at the plate. Again with 2 down. This would be big time right here if Lash can get out of this inning with only allowing one run across the plate.
Get it there that fast. That was really a great play.
That's going to get by the catcher, and a second run will come home to score. So now that will make that a 15-2 ball game.
Right there. Yep.
So 2-0 now the count here on Ethan Friend. Again, Spillman at second. The pitch. That's going to be a fly ball there into left center field. Henderson calls for it, makes the catch, and that's going to be the third and final out of the inning. So the Eagles get on the board here in the top of the third inning as they get 2 runs here on no hits, also 1 error, and 1 left on base. So we'll head to the bottom half of the third. Again, it's Wapahani 15, Frankton 2 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back here, baseball fans. Again, with the bottom half of the third inning, again here from beautiful Raider Field on this absolutely outstanding sunny evening here from the ballpark. And it's just nice to be out here and to broadcast some baseball. And the Raiders are off to a great start here to the ball game here with a 15-2 lead as we enter the bottom half of the third inning with the designated hitter, number 24, Paul Fisher. As he will swing and miss on the first pitch, 0-1. Again, this is the third plate appearance here for Fisher. It's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Pretty good day at the plate, you could say, so far. And that's going to be a deep fly ball, center field. The center fielder goes back and is there to make the catch for out number 1 of the inning. So a very quick way to start this third here for Chance Bentley. And now the right fielder, number 11, Joe Foster at the plate. Joe, 1 for 1. Drew a walk in the first inning. Also had a RBI or 2 RBI single in the second inning. As that ball will be low and away there for a quick 1-0 count to begin things. Again, followed by Foster will be the top of the order here in Gavin Noble. And a 1-0 pitch will be in there in the left center field right by the shortstop. Great to see Foster continue to do his thing. So that's going to be the 12th hit of the night here for Wapahani.
The shortstop, number 12, Gavin Noble.
So again, Foster on down there at first base and back to the top of the order. Here with the shortstop, number 12, Gavin Noble. Again, now this will be his 4th plate appearance of the ball game. The pitch shows bunt, brings the bat back, and it's in there for ball 1-0. Noble so far here on tonight, a couple of walks, a couple of runs scored. 0 for 1 overall, struck out swinging there in the second inning. Looking to do some damage right here, though. And that's going to be a fly ball center field. The center fielder gets there in time to make the catch for out number 2 here of the inning. And so 2 quick outs here. Again, you still have Foster over there at first base, and now the second baseman, number 10, Daxton Dudley, at the plate. Daxton is 1 for 3 so far. Singled there in the first, scored a run. Popped it up to the first baseman in the second, or also in the first inning, pardon me. Popped it up to the first baseman there in the second, or in the first inning. And then in the second inning, he reached base there on an error by the pitcher. Allowed a couple runs to score. So 0-1 to begin things here on Daxton. There's a pitch. High and inside. Foster gets back in there safely at first. Bentley will come to the set here. 1 ball, 1 strike to pitch. That's going to be a deep fly ball left field. That's going to sail well over the left fielder's head. Here comes Foster motoring around third base. He's going to head on home. He'll be in there safely. And Daxton Dudley here with a RBI double to make this now a 16-2 ball game. That's a really nice piece of hitting there from Daxton. Jumped all over that pitch. Again, Foster scoring all the way from first base.
Number 4, Luke Wilmans.
And now the catcher, number 4, Luke Willman, at the plate. Again, as the Raiders have shown some 2-out magic there off the bat there from Daxton Dudley. The pitch here to Willman will be in there for a called strike, 0-1. Again, Luke so far here tonight has been on base all 3 times. Drew a walk in the first inning, scored a run. Drew a walk in the second inning and scored a run. And has also singled and had an RBI, and that's down the left field line. The left fielder there to make the catch for the third and final out of the inning. So nonetheless, here the Raiders again tack on another run here in the bottom of the third as they score 1 run here on 2 hits, also no errors, and 1 left on base. We will now head to the top of the 4th. Again, it's Wapahani 16, WHS Network. All right, welcome back here, baseball fans. Again, we're about set here for the top of the 4th inning. Again, Wapahani with a sizable 16-2 lead as we enter the 4th.
Leading off in the top of the 4th inning for the Eagles.
And so we'll lead things off here for Frankton.
Buck.
Again, here in the top half of the 4th inning with the first baseman, number 4, Grant Buck. As that will be a line shot there in the center field. And the second baseman will get there in time. I guess that wasn't such a line shot after all. So 1 pitch and 1 out. Down goes Buck here in the 4th.
Evan Webb.
Now the center fielder, number 24, Evan Webb, will stand in. Evan so far 0 for 1. Flew out to the left fielder back in the second inning. Pop up down the first base side. Gadberry's going to have plenty of room. And he's under it to make the second out of the inning. So 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the fourth.
The second baseman, number 29, Nate Moore.
So the second baseman, Nate Moore, will stand in. Again, 0 for 1. Struck out swinging in the second inning. As that's going to be outside for a ball, 1-0. Close right there, but down for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Again, 2 away here in the fourth. And now make that ball 3. So we got the first 2 guys out on 2 pitches. And now Moore's kind of giving Lash some fits here in this at bat. Now 3-0 the count. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk to the number 9 hitter. And so back to the top of the order.
The third baseman, number 12.
And that's going to be Tyler Bates at the plate. Bates so far 0 for 1. Grounded out to the shortstop there in the first inning. Then walked and scored a run there in the third. Last comes to the set here. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be lined right back up the middle. And so the Eagles trying to showcase a little 2-out magic here of their own.
The shortstop, number 1, Braden Douglas.
The walk and now the single there by Bates will give way here to the shortstop, Braden Douglas. The pitch outside for a ball. So Gavin just trying to find a way to slam the door shut here in the fourth. Fouled back and out of play, even the count up here at 1-1. Again, Gavin got the first 2 guys out rather easily on 2 pitches. Been a little bit of a struggle since in here, but getting out right here, get your fellas right back in there to hit some more. So 2-1. Douglas back there in the batter's box. Again, Lash gets the signs here from Willman. And a 2-1 offering will be another ball high and away. Just got to focus. Got to really concentrate. Nice pitch right there from Lash. And that's, majority of the problem right there. You sometimes it's kind of getting your head a little too much here. The pitch, that's going to be ball 4. And so that will load the bases here for the Eagles. Again, that's now the second walk here in the inning.
Number 16.
And that's one of the biggest things. I mean, he's, first couple innings there, he was very efficient with his pitches. He was keeping the ball in the strike zone to where, he's getting guys out by making them swing at what, he was wanting them to go after. And really since that point, again, after that first inning, the second inning, pretty good. Third inning, again, that's when he started facing a little bit of trouble there. As that's popped up there to the first baseman, and Lash will wiggle out of the jam. Again, after getting the first 2 guys out rather easily, loaded the bases, but nothing hurt right here in the top of the 4th inning as the Eagles get no runs here on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left on. We'll head now to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Again, it's Wapahani 16, Frankton 2, here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
Welcome back here, bottom half of the fourth inning here on our Stoops Automotive Group Buick and GMC game break. And the Raiders here with a 16-2 lead. And we'd like to thank some of our sponsors again here tonight. Stoops Automotive Group Buick and GMC dealership owned by Randy Stoops and located at 4055 West Clara Lane in Muncie, Indiana. Stoops has a wide variety of brand new and pre-owned vehicles of quality brand names. So if you have an interest in a vehicle or would like to know more information about one, make sure to contact Stoops at 765-288-1903 and even visit their online website at stoopsauto.com. Again, their hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And they're also open Saturday from 8 to 4. So again, a special thanks to Stoops Automotive Group Buick and GMC dealership, driven to be the best. And so back here with your the bottom half of the fourth inning. And we're going to lead things off here with a pinch hitter, number 23, Isaac Jackson. So Jackson here with his first plate appearance of the night. And that's going to be fouled off, 0-1 here on Jackson. Again, he's hitting for Gage Gadberry. Gadberry had a nice day at the plate here, 1 for 2. Had a 2 RBI double. Also a walk, couple runs scored. So again, no balls and 1 strike here on Jackson. Again, it's Chance Bentley still on the mound here for the Eagles. Coming on in relief there from Ryan Spillman there in the second inning. And the 1-1 pitch. Call strike 2. Bentley gets his signs, and the 1-2 swung on and missed, strike 3 for out number 1 here in the inning. And so now that will bring to the plate the third baseman, number 16, Nolan Dudley. So Dudley will step in here. He's been on base a couple times here. He's singled. Also has an RBI. So 1-0 the count here on Nolan. Outside, ball 2. So a very favorable hitting count right here for Nolan. See if he can find a way to get on base to begin this inning. Ball 3, well outside. And again, the Raiders have scored 16 runs here tonight. They've definitely put on one heck of an offensive performance. And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk here to Nolan Dudley, so he will make his way on down here to first base. And now the pitcher, number 18, Gavin Lash will step up to the plate. Gavin, so far here tonight,
The pitcher, number 18, Gavin Lash.
is 2 for 2. Here's a pitch. And that's a deep fly ball left field. Get that on out of here. Gavin Lash sends one into the parking lot. And that tacks on 2 more runs to make this an 18-2 lead. I mean, got every stitching of that baseball right there. So following the home run here from Gavin Lash,
The Raiders, number 3, Landon.
we'll have the pinch hitter here, number 3, Landon Thompson. Again, he'll be hitting for Caleb Henderson in this at bat. So again, Thompson will stand in here. First plate appearance of the night. 1 away here in the inning. Okay, so Thompson finally.
Oh, there's a 1 I'm not adding in. Sorry.
And here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-0. To begin things here on Landon. Going to Landon here on the season. Batting .238. A couple of RBIs, also a couple of doubles. Looking for some big time things right here. Already 2-0 the count. And the 2-0 pitch. That's going to be laced in the left field. Nice piece of hitting there from Landon. Again, very favorable hitter's count. Put it right down the middle. And Thompson did exactly what he was supposed to do with that pitch.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 6.
And so now a pinch hitter. It's going to be number 6, Lane Logan. Again, he's hitting for Paul Fisher. So again, still only 1 out here in the inning. That was to start off the inning there with Isaac Jackson. Struck out swinging. And then the walk there to Nolan Dudley. And then the 2-run moonshot there from Gavin Lash. And now the single there from Landon Thompson. $14 hits overall here on the night for Wapahani. 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors here for Frankton. 18 runs, 14 hits, and 1 error here for Wapahani. Ball outside now, 2-0 here on Logan. So another very favorable hitters count here for the Raiders. Let's see if Logan takes advantage. Here's the pitch. So 3-1 the count. I must have missed a pitch somewhere along those lines. So 3-1. Here's the count, and now make that a 3-2 count. So it's full here on Logan. Billy will come to the set. And the payoff pitch. That's going to be ball 4. So a walk there to Lane Logan. Nice pair of eyes right there to lay off of that one. And the Raiders will now send to the plate another pinch hitter, and that will be number 9, Ian McClellan, but not before a mound visit. And looks like pitching change. And so we'll go ahead and step aside here for a quick break, folks. Again, following the pitching change, we'll get back at it here. Again, it's 18-2 Wapahani with 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll be back with more right after these messages. All right, folks, welcome back here live on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again, new pitcher here for Frankton will be number 4, Grant Buck. So, again, he will be replacing Chance Bentley. So, Bentley will now officially be out of the game. Ryan Spillman, again, started the night on the mound. He moved to DH for Bentley. Well, now that Bentley's been taken out, Spillman now moves to first base since Buck moved from first to the pitcher's mound. So that's how things turned out right there for Frankton. And now we'll be back at baseball here with the pinch hitter number 9, Ian McClellan, at the plate. Again, Wapahani has runners at first and second. Already 2 runs have scored here in the inning after the 2-run homer from Gavin Lash. Fall outside for a ball. 1-0 to begin things here on Ian. Here's a pitch. Outside and low, ball 2. Again, you have Landon Thompson out there at second base, Lane Logan at first. Both young men, pretty good speed out there on the base pass. Let's see if Ian can come up big time right here. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be fouled back. Out of play now, 2-1. Again, the Raiders will be back at it on Friday night for senior night. So they'll be taking on Eastern Hancock. And we'll talk more about that in our Raiders Live postgame show following the conclusion of tonight's ball game, as that pitch is inside. 3-1 the count. And they are in action again tomorrow as well. Again, that the Eastern Hancock game is a home game. But again, tomorrow they'll be at Delta, as McClellan will swing and miss on that one now to make that a full 3-ball, 2-strike count. 2 on, 1 out. Buck gets his signs. And the payoff pitch, it's going to be skied down the right field line. That's going to get out of play. And so we're going to redo it again here at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch once more. That's going to be a fly ball, center field. And a center fielder will be there to make the catch for out number 2 here in the inning. So good job there by McClellan nonetheless. Put the ball in play, make something happen. Unfortunately, didn't work out in the end there for him, but still good at bat nonetheless. So again, now with 2 on and 2 out, we'll have another pinch hitter, and that's going to be number 15, Isaac Andrews. And the pitch will be fouled off 0-1 to begin things here on Isaac. And Isaac started the year getting some playing time. He's out in right field a little bit near the infield. And that's going to be a deep fly ball left center field. Who's going to make it? That's going to be the center fielder to make the catch there for the third and final out of the inning. So again, the Raiders score a couple more times here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. They get 2 runs here on 2 hits. Also no errors. And 2 left on. We'll head now to the top of the 5th. Again, it's Wapahani 18, Frankton 2 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
You know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All right, folks, welcome back here live on the WHS Network. So we have quite a few defensive changes here for your Raiders. Again, now out in left field replacing Blake Castor is Lane Logan. We've got Landon Thompson out in center field. Over in right field is Ian McClellan. Now moving from third to first base is Nolan Dudley. At third base now is Isaac Jackson. At shortstop, it is Isaac Andrews, and over at second base. So that is all of the defensive changes. The only defensive changes that didn't happen would be the pitcher and the catcher. Everyone else changed positions. So keep me on my toes, but I'm on the top of my game right now, folks, as that pitch is going to be outside there for ball 1-0 to begin things here on the catcher, number 19, Trevor McCorkle. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch from Lash. Ball high, now 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Lash with a windup. Here's the pitch. Right on in there, called strike 2. Goodbye. So McCorkle down on strikes for out number 1. Nice to see Lash get off to a nice start here in this top of the 5th inning. So the Raiders just 2 outs away from
Now batting for Frankton, number 17, Sam.
notching 16 wins now in their belts on the season. But again, like I said, he's still got 2 more outs to get here. Do have a pinch hitter. That is number 17, Sam Dalton.
Okay, or not. We're behind on the count.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Okay, so 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch in there for a called strike, now 2-1. There's the pitch. Skied down the right field line. That's going to go. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lash with a windup. The pitch. And that's going to fall low and away for ball 3. And so a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that's going to be a walk to give the Eagles a 1-out base runner here in the top of the 5th. And now that will bring to the plate number 8, Gage Ratstetter. He's also pinch hitting. Pitch here from Lash, taken off, thrown down there to second, and he's going to be out. So Wellman gets Dalton. And so that's going to be out number 2 here of the inning. So 1-0 the count here on Ratstetter. And a pitch. Outside, ball 2. He's got 1 more out to get here if you're Gavin Lash. And that's going to be a ball high now, 3-0. There we go. Got 1 back in the strike zone that time around. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 out, nobody on. The pitch from Lash will fall away, and so again we'll have a here. Not sure if that's going to be the end of the road here for Gavin or not. We obviously only have 1 more out to get here. Again, we will have another pinch hitter. And that will be the end of the road there for Gavin Lash. As now we'll have Nolan Dudley on the mound to get the final out of the ball game. So we'll go ahead and step aside here for a quick break. And we'll be back here with, again, 2 outs and 1 on here in the top of the 5th inning. All right, folks, again, welcome back here. Again, now we'll have Evan Trissel at the plate. Again, Nolan Dudley now on the mound, Gavin Lash over at first base. Well, that probably didn't feel very good. So now the Eagles have a couple of base runners.
Number 25, Luke Neff. Well, wild thing for sure.
And so again, now we'll have number 25, which is Luke Neff at the plate. Again, pinch hitting. And that's going to fall outside there for a ball, 1-0. So 2 balls, no strikes here on Neff. The pitch
There it is.
right on in there for a called strike now, 2-1. The Raiders just have one more out to get. There's a called strike, 2. So the Eagles down to their last strike. Deuces are wild here, folks. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, and 2 on. And we're going to reload this thing. So once again around the horn here, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. The pitch from Dudley, and that is the ball game right there, folks. Final score here this evening. Again, your Wapahani Raiders 18 and the Frankton Eagles 2. Again, here's Wapahani now improves to 16-1 on the season. Frankton now falls to 10-8.
Baseball fans, your Raiders are in action.
Again, the Raiders will be back in action tomorrow night. Again, at Delta to take on the Delta Eagles. Again, that'll be a 5 p.m. start time. We're going to try to get out there to at least do some stats and update on our social media sites. Again, we'll talk more about that on our Raiders Live postgame show, so stick right here with us. We got more coming your way here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
All right, folks, again, welcome back here to our Raiders Live post-game show, again presented by Stoops Automotive Group, your weekend GMC dealership. Getting a final score here this evening, again, Wapahani with an 18-2 victory over Frankton here tonight, and it was definitely, a struggle there for the Eagles throughout the night, especially from a pitching aspect of things, the Raiders, same thing as we've seen all year, but they really put on quite the display tonight from the batter's box. Again, finished up there with 18 runs on 14 hits to go along with 1 error and also 7 left on base. The Frankton Eagles collected 2 runs on 3 hits, 3 errors, and 9 left on base. So again, that's the final line score here this evening. Again, your winning pitcher is Gavin Lash. Ended up coming in there with 4 2/3 innings pitch there with allowing 2 runs. Those 2 runs were not earned. Also 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 8 walks. That's one thing that's definitely very unusual from Gavin. Just had a little bit of control issues down the stretch. Those last couple innings right there were a real struggle for him. But, still pitch well. You only give up 3 hits. Again, just trying to hone in on that strike zone and consistently, have that, find that release point and not get in your head so much. But, still did a very good job. Again, outside of those 8 walks, did a fantastic job at the plate. My goodness. I believe he ended up having 3, possibly 4 hits on the night. Had that 2-run homer there in the 4th inning that just kind of, kept the ball rolling offensively for us. But he had a great game. The whole entire team had a great game tonight. Like I said, offensively, defensively, our base running was outstanding, making sure, when you knew what situations that they were in. They really did a good job of just being smart on the base passes, going first to third, second to home, first to home. We've seen a couple different times throughout the ball game, and so we was just very smart with everything. And as far as on the base passes, we did what we had to do. Offensively, pitching, like I said, we did what we had to do there with Gavin Lash. Did a solid job there. And so now you move on to tomorrow night. You got a big game there against the Delta Eagles. That's always a tough matchup there with those guys. And so eager to see how that goes tomorrow night. Again, we'll have we'll be there at Delta tomorrow night. I doubt that we'll be broadcasting. We try to get some word on that. We'll kind of try to find out a little bit more tomorrow morning or afternoon if that might be a possibility. But I think we'll probably more than likely be there to do stats tomorrow night at Delta. And hopefully root on your Raiders to another victory. Also did want to congratulate the Wapahani girls softball team again for a big-time victory last night against Delta in the opening round of the 2021 Delaware County softball tournament, again at Westdale High School. Again, the girls was in action again tonight at Blue River. Not quite sure exactly how that turned out. We don't know the results of that game yet, but we'll make sure and post that on Twitter and Facebook once we do find that outcome out. But again, the Lady Raiders softball team will be in action in the semifinal round of the county tournament on Saturday at 12 o'clock. They will be taking on the Daleville Broncos, again from Westdale High School. Again, the winner of that game will then play in the county championship game at 3:30 against the winner of Yorktown and Cowan on Saturday afternoon. So we hope you all can make it out there, support our Wapahani Raider softball team. They deserve the love and the attention, and for all of you to come out and root them on to a couple victories on Saturday afternoon. And so again, greatly appreciate all of our sponsors. Also want to send out a big congratulations to former Wapahani Raider pitcher Zach Thompson. Again, we just put it on Twitter and Facebook earlier today, but it was official that he will start the 2021 minor league baseball season down in AAA Memphis for the Memphis Redbirds. They are the AAA affiliation for the St. Louis Cardinals. And so Zach, again, will start down there with the Memphis Redbirds. Again, on behalf of myself and Redbeard, we want to extend our appreciation and say good luck there to Zach throughout the season. Again, we'll we'll be posting, how he does throughout the course of the year as well. I think his first start of the season will be coming up on May the 8th, which I believe will be, Saturday. So we'll have stats on Zach on how he does. I have the minor league baseball app, so I'll be making sure to post that on Twitter and Facebook just to keep everyone updated on how he does. And looking forward to a great season there for Zach. And he has a wonderful family. I've seen Bill and Jan down here tonight watching the ball game. It's so great to have them out here. But again, congratulations there to Zach Thompson. Again, starting out the 2021 minor league baseball season there with the Triple-A Memphis Redbirds. So, folks, again, we'll be back at it on Friday night if we're not broadcasting tomorrow night. But if we don't broadcast tomorrow night, again, we'll be back at it Friday night right here from Raider Field. It'll be senior night 2021 for the Wapahani Raider baseball team against Eastern Hancock. So please join us there for that one. We hope you all tune in. Again, that'll be a 5:30 p.m. start time on Friday night out here from beautiful Raider Field. So, folks, until then, again, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Again, saying good night here from Raider Field. Again, Wapahani with the victory over Frankton tonight, 18-2. We'll see you next time here on the WHS Network.